Yeah, you see that right there? This thing has got to be crazy. First it says 13 something, right? And then I go and shut her down. No, it's back. It went down to 12.9. I said that'll have to do. Then it decides to go up the moment I start recording. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, so can you tell where I'm at? Can you see? Do you know where I'm at? That's right, I'm by the door. You would have never have known that if I'd have just said right here while I was on camera. Because, I mean, yeah, it's kind of easy enough to fool the camera, you know, if you know how to do it. Like, basically, you start up in a position like, wait, where did it go? I don't know. Well, he's right there. You can't tell where I'm at exactly unless I move it up. So, anyway. Yeah, so we'll go to Cuckoo here in a moment. We've already been over there. But there is something I do want to do before I go over that way. And it literally has to do with something that we don't actually have to do, but we do if we wanted to do the 100%. So eventually we'll be having to go to that point anyway. It doesn't matter when, but just when as long as we've done the 100%. So, or at least for the 100%. Thing is, in order to get to 100%, we have to wait till we get to the castle and do the thing. Because, yeah, there's a castle we got to go to. And, yeah, no, we can't see that from here. Can anybody else see that? Because I sure as hell can't see it. Can you see it, castle? I sure as hell can't. I mean, you know. And last I checked, I mean, you know. So there's a reason why I'm coming over here right quick. If it doesn't take but a quick second, I should have done this in the last episode, but I didn't. It would take me but a moment. Let's get this out of the way, but anyway. Yeah. So we'll take to him. It's been quite some time. You haven't forgotten me, have you? Who do you think taught you how to use that stick? Oh, well, you were small then. Me, I want to go west, but they won't permit me to leave. So yeah, see, that's always what they expect when you don't remember things. Like when you were, like when they was changing your diapers. You remember me, don't you? No. Only very rare does anybody ever remember that. Well, here on ahead is Master Malich's domain. You may not pass without permission. So speaking of Malich, later. So, anyway. That's all I wanted to do there, was talk to do that and get to there. Even though that it really makes no difference right now, but it does if you want to know what they say as well as what that guy said beforehand. So there's also someone in here that doesn't matter when you do it, but you know, I ain't worried about her. I'm worried about them because they remind me of someone else, but they're not them. So there's a difference, huge difference. It's good, but it's also bad, so, anyway. So if you come here earlier, you would have seen that this one person isn't there, and now suddenly she will be, because I should have gone there in the first place, but it doesn't really matter anyway. All you'd be missing is that there's a certain person we have to talk to. I mean, you know. And I mean, this is going to take a little bit. So this might be, like, it's very understandable, but it's kind of a long series. Not as long as, let me tell you, Final Fantasy VII. And even Final Fantasy VIII. The more that there is, the more longer it's going to take. I mean, like, if I was doing it for about, an hour, 2 hours, maybe I might get less videos. But I'm not going to do it for that long. I don't have the space to do how. First of all, secondly, I don't want to. Actually, that's the main reason why. I just don't want to. I don't believe in that such nonsense. It's nothing personal against anybody who wants to do it that way. That's the way you want to do it for whatever reason. You go ahead, be my guest. We also need to talk to some guys here. Say, what? Take you to Torrent Castle? You've got to be kidding. There are monsters there. Let me think here. Castle Torrent? The home of the fog monster? Only a fool would ever go there. Yeah. Give me a break, will you? The only one with enough guts to take you there is Reckless Tahoe. So yeah, it's better to go ahead and get this out of the way. But otherwise, you won't get this dialogue later. You wouldn't even know it if you actually skipped it. I know it adds to nothing, except for the fact that you missed out on it. Big deal. So like I said, I can't see a castle. I can't see it whatsoever. And like, I could go over here, I could go over here, I can go over there. I still can't see no stinking castle. But I know where it's at. The only way to get to it, yeah, unfortunately, takes a boat to get over there. It's sad that they talk about how, you know, can you see that? Can you see that thing over there? Oh my God, really? You think I can really see that? I mean, unless somehow they change it where in the remake, or the remaster, whatever it is, but the HD version of the Gate Wars, you ain't gonna see crap. So again, you know, unless I'm mistaken, which I know I'm not, you'd have to be able to have a camera angle that even shows it. Otherwise, you're not even, it's not even worth the hassle to say, yeah, I need to really see that, or tell you, for them to even tell you about, oh, hey, there's a castle out there. There is? No, duh. And by the way, that guy doesn't tell you that you actually have to do all this to do that. That's nuts. But it is what it is. I went ahead and used my thing. I wasn't even trying to fight that guy, but it said run, so I gotta wait till let go comes available. So, but either way, it's gonna be possible. Let's see, what are we at? Okay. So what I'm gonna wind up doing. See that person up there? This person right here? Yeah. She wouldn't have been here if I came in here earlier. Wait, you can't go in there. Oh, that sucks. Listen to me. I'll happen to be an inventor. After much hard work, I came up with an amazing invention, something that would impress even the dwarves, but none of the castle keepers would understand what a wonderful invention it is. What is it, you ask? It's called an elevator. Yeah, about that. This place is for paying customers. If you're not going to order, get out. Well, that sucks. Because I'm not allowed to order, because it's not a thing in the game. I have to get out. Well, okay. Well, okay. Fine. We'll get out. Bye. So there's one problem with that. One huge problem. Yeah, we actually have to be in here if we want to continue on the main storyline. Miss Tahoe! Oh, that guy! You! I've got you now! Bill Bum! What is it? What have I done? What have you done? Ha! I got you now. I like how she talks about Tahoe, but then just gets like onto it like as soon as she sees Grimio. Anyway. It's kind of, in a way, it's really kind of ridiculous to even say their names, even though that, and I say ridiculous, not for me judging anybody, for the record, I'm not trying to judge anybody, but it's crazy that we're even introduced to them right away before they actually introduce themselves. So, it's like, why even bother with the name already if you're going to go ahead and introduce yourself anyway? Like, we already know your name, but there is a title that comes with it, so. But that hardly matters. I'm just talking about introducing your name in general. Like, if I had said, my name is UFO Binoculars. I'm not sure if anybody's actually named that. I mean, you know, I've heard some names, like, you'd never think anybody would actually be named that. Like, what the hell? Right, literally, somebody's last name is Guest. G-U-E-S-T. You never hardly ever hear anybody by the name of last name being Guest. You wouldn't even think that that's a last name. And there's nothing wrong with having that as a last name. It's just, you'd never think of that. That's like saying, my last name is Office. Brian Office. And again, it's nothing against it. It's just, it's not something that you would normally hear. You might, like, hear Mary Susan or something like that, or whatever, right? Anyway. Ha! I've got you now. I'll collect from your grave, is the debt collector's motto. And you'll never outrun Camille the She-Devil. There it is. That's her introduction. Anyway. Also, it comes with a self-explanatory introduction, anyway. What is all this about? Is she Grimio's friend? Well, I have no idea. Why are you staring at me and not looking diagonally at her when you're asking that? Why can't I just answer that question if you're going to look at me? I don't understand such things. Anyway, not to try and break the fourth wall, but I'm going to do it anyway. Come on, give me that money. You owe me right now. How the hell do I owe you in cash? I've been looking for you for 2 months. How the hell do you owe a debt collector the money? That one thing I don't understand. How the hell do I owe you that? I never really thought about it, but how is it that you owe a debt collector, quote unquote, when you weren't even originally paying them? I mean, the only debt collector I would think that you owe is the original source. And the stupidest thing is, once they sell off your account, even though it's still there technically, it is, but they'll just say they don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, you don't owe nothing. You actually have to talk to a third party or, whatever if you want to pay on that bill. It's really kind of stupid. I mean, what if something actually happens to that person? What if that person died? Or, got locked up in prison or something like that, has no way to pay it. And you shouldn't have to be locked up in prison for it. I've heard where that people have been locked up for, when they couldn't pay their own debt. That's kind of stupid, but anyway. Grimio, are you in debt? Goodness, of course not. Trying to lie your way out of this situation. Yeah, but I've got proof. Take a look at this. Get a look at this. Let me see. Oh, this is the bill for the banquet with Master T. With Master T. I also owe something at the end. What? You want me to pay this right now? That's right. Immediately, all of it. Let me see, Grimio. And by the way, we never actually know what the bill is, so... And even if we had, max money, it still wouldn't even pay for it, so I don't even... There's, literally no point in even worrying about it, so... Anyway. But we do have another way we can pay her, So... I can spoil anything, but yeah, you might as well know. Listen, we're in a spot of trouble at the moment, and we're short of cash. By the way, young lady, you seem to be acquainted with Tai-Ho. That's his name, by the way. At least they don't say Tai-Ho. I don't care, okay? I'm not saying Tai-Ho. Anyway, I know him. Can you tell us where he is? Sure, after you pay up. After all, this is business. How about this, then? We have no money at the moment. But once we find Tai-Ho, you might have a way of getting some. As soon as we get some money, we'll pay you back. Literally, I dare you right now. This is a challenge for yourself to prove if this actually works or not. Because if it works for you, and I guarantee you won't be working for me, because it never works for me. But if you can get it to work for you, I'll be the one of them and say, okay, congratulations. You have actually got it to work. Even if you cheat, or if you take the time, which it would be absolutely ridiculous to waste your time training, so just cheat. Yeah, I know. You don't want to cheat, but just do it for the challenge. And find out for yourself. It wouldn't matter anyway. You're trying to find out if it's gonna pay for it or not. I guarantee you it won't work for me. I mean, you'd have to be completely lucky. Or it'd be a rare glitch in the game for it to even work, regardless of whether you use a cheat code or not. Just trust me and do it for the challenge. For yourself. Find out, because if you're one of them that doesn't want to be overly leveled, just put the cheat code in, before you talk to her. And then go out there and talk to her, and I guarantee you it ain't gonna work. But I will guarantee you as well that if it does, I will congratulate you. Because you be one of the lucky ones. None of us who normally play this with or without Chicos are gonna get the same benefit that you got. I don't give a crap if it makes you sick or not. Just do it. I don't care if you think it's wrong when it's just not. As soon as we get some money, we'll pay you back. Hey, you're trying to trick me. Goodness, oh no, not at all. Ham these penniless pums. Alright, so be it then, but I'm sticking with you until you pay up. Joins the party. Camille joins the she-devil. Just, anyway. So, where can we find Tai-Ho? He's usually downstairs. Ask the shopkeeper. We sure have recruited an odd one. Yeah, so now we actually have her. So, it doesn't matter if we do this now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna say I don't know what's going on. Pushing buttons is not working. Anyway. Yeah, she's at level 9. It doesn't matter if we do this now or later, but I think I'm gonna wait till after we get through this. What is it? Like your friends of Tai-Ho? He's downstairs. So yeah, that's the only way you can do that, especially because we actually have to talk to this guy. But what you want to do is you actually want to save. Especially if you don't have memory save states. Or even if you do, just do it. Anyway. Because we're going to do some gambling. Oh, yeah. Something I'm not a fan of. Not because I think it's wrong or illegal or should be illegal. I don't believe in such nonsense. I don't judge for that. I'm just saying I just don't care for it because I'm not great at it. I have the world's worst luck at it. That's why you don't see me playing games that do this. Yeah. Especially Pokemon games. I'm not gonna... the worst of all thing is 007. It's one of the most famous things it's famous for. Is between gambling, and I'm not kidding you, gambling and escort missions. I don't do well with either one of them. I mean, I do well with escort missions. It just depends on the game itself. Anyway. So yeah, make sure you have saved at this point. And then we'll go talk to him again. So, anyway. We're going to also use a save state because it's just easier to load that than it is to constantly reset. Because otherwise it'll just make the sound come back on and we'll get copyright flagged. Yeah. So, yeah, he's downstairs. So, what you also want to do is get this out of the way. What is it? What do you want with my boss? A boat to Torrent? Gee, I don't know. He's a moody guy. Yeah, trust me, it's worth it to get the dialogue. If you don't get the dialogue now, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway. Again, I know it means nothing, but, you know, just because you're missing out on an opportunity to get dialogue you wouldn't get anywhere else. Anyway. What? A boat to Torrent? Castle, you must be nuts. That place is full of monsters. I'll be placing my life on the line to take you there. Tell you what, since I'll be risking my life on this trip, you're going to have to make a correspondingly risky bet. You're going to have to bet all the money you have. By the way, you don't have to worry about all. If you have like what I have, you're not going to worry about having to take. They're not going to take that all away from you. It's only going to take about like almost half of that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to save state again. I don't think so. You're smart. Go home to mommy. Yeah, that's a common theme about this game. This series about that. I don't know too many. I don't think they did it in all the games, but the next game also has this mechanic as well. You might as well know. Yeah, I actually like this game. But I also hate it. So I remember how there's times I've never had trouble with it, and then there's times you do. That's just the luck of the draw when it comes to this game. So, here we go then. Too late for regress. I thought it always had the name, but it's supposed to be actually, believe it or not, Chin Chin Roarin'. Anyway, which is where you throw the dice, You know, want to know how the game is played? Yes. Always get this the first time because it's pretty good to do this when you first play the game. Even if it's been ages. I mean, you don't have to do this every time you play through it, but it would be good because, you know, it's just the precedence of the luck draw for it. Anyway, this is a game where you and I throw dice. The one who throws the bigger number wins, of course. Okay, I didn't remember that part of it. But the ultimate goal, you throw 3 dice at one time. And if 2 come out the same, the number 1 on the third dice, I hate when I say it like this anyway, is your score. Again, it's acceptable since it's a game, but, I mean, for its time anyway. 2 of anything except 1, as well as 4, 5, 6, 4-5-6, anyway, are lucky numbers. But 2 1s and 1-2-3 are unlucky. Also, 3 same numbers is called storm. 3-1 is very unlucky. You have to pay triple. Storm with other numbers is very lucky. You get paid triple. If you fail to throw a hand in 3 tries, or if your dice go out of bounds, see, I don't know why you couldn't have said dice again the other time, but anyway, you lose. So, watch your hand carefully when you throw, okay? Do you want the instructions again? So, it's a good idea to at least get that out of the way, even if it's just, not through every playthrough, like, you know, but I have to do it anyway. Now, let's play. So, the goal is to try and get him to throw a deal, or get no score, or get him to get a deal. So, I should have save stated there. I got unlucky there. It's 1, 2, 3, so I paid double? Nice! Oh, good. We got lucky there. Don't be so disappointed. I just happened to be lucky. Grill racing. What? Okay. Yeah, no, we did do that. Okay. Let's do this anyway. So the thing is, you got to get him to throw it out of the deal. And they actually call it a piss for whatever reason. So get him to get a no score, or the lowest score in the game. That's the best luck you can get with this guy. So, no, he got it anyway. My hand is 3. Okay, so if we do this, we got the power of save states. So just so you know, no score. This is the thing I hate about this thing. No score. We got one more time. Come on, give it to me. Son of a beep! Why does it say so I pay double and then, or if he pays double, it's the same thing? That's just stupid. No. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about it taking away all of your money. It just takes away almost half of it. So it ain't no big deal. So this is, come on, you beep. Okay, that's fine. I can handle that. And if you get a tie, that's not a good thing either. No score! Stop making it where I said with no score. I hate that. It's also worse if it throws out of the bowl. It's a 4. Yes! We win. I'm taking it. I don't care. I could try all I want to, but sometimes I can get lucky enough where I get triple or double. Yeah, double is a good thing too. So, yeah. Good. We did it. Well, you're lucky today. I tend to go along with lucky folk. I forgot what voice I gave him. Well, you're lucky today. I tend to go along with lucky folk. Hey, yeah, cute. Let's go prepare the boat. Sure. Here we go again with Big Brother's Madness. Hi, you guys. We'll be waiting at the docks. I don't know if I should have given him the Thunder and Fried voice or not. But we did it. And there's someone else down there, but I'm not worried about him right now. Go to the Castle Torian. What's got into Taiho? I don't remember him saying that until we actually, got through there and conquered it. But anyway, so... yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do here is we're not going to try and raise up levels. No. But I am going to go ahead and max out Camille's weapon. I probably should come back over here and do this since I'm not doing the 100% run. Where I sharpen up his weapon. Because, yeah, he needs that thing. Yeah, you only get up to 6 people. But 5 is just, well, this is good. I have enough full enough party to take on those bees or whatever they're called. Let me think here. Not sure which one we should choose, but I'm gonna go ahead and dude. Can you like get the hell out of my way? Yeah, jeez. Dude, please move. Whenever he gets like that, that guy just gets in my way. He's annoying. That's why I can't wait for something else that comes in handy. So that's right. We need to, yeah. You know. Yeah, I will be taking on the second one, but not until after Final Fantasy VII. I will be also doing Final Fantasy VIII. Not gonna promise 3, 4, and 5 until I can get PlayStation 2 running. So, but if I do, they'll be exactly in order. I mean, probably in between when I do other, like other projects I will have, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Again. What's Big Brother up to? We're ready to sail. So yeah, you have to kind of do that. So anyway, now we can finally get to see our castle. Oh yes, looks almost like it's not a castle. It really doesn't, but yeah, don't worry, that'll change. That will change. Don't you worry about that, man. Man, we're already 26 minutes in. Jeez, that sucks. Castle of Torim. This is truly a haunted house. Are you sure there's a treasure here? Oh, I forgot to do something like a complete nutball. I'll be right back. Killer Rabbit and Beast Commander. Yeah. Yeah, if you do it enough time to get something to drop. Bye-bye. Anyway, I'll see you momentarily. Alright, so we're back here in Seika, and there's a reason for that. What I'll do is, I'll go ahead and meet you back at the place afterwards. So, the reason why I did that as well is because I wanted to heal up. But anyway, let's go ahead and go in here. And, no, what am I thinking? Sorry. I need to go over here to the, Ruin Master. Wrong shop. I'll get it figured out, don't worry. This is the Ruin Master shop. Now, attaching the, not the Holy Crystal, no. But we want to attach this to Camille. Not that it matters, because, you know, anyway, I'll see you momentarily. Alright, so I went off screen and did some things I probably should have already gotten done anyway. But, yeah, didn't mean to level up, but it's alright, doesn't matter. I did, but not quite like that anyway. This is truly a haunted house. Are you sure there's a treasure here? I don't know, but you said there was. Oh, wow, what a price. I must be full of monsters. I'll get them. You're going too? Please be careful. Of course. Damn, I can't do the turn around with this. Anyway. Of course, I wouldn't miss this for anything. Or anything. Yep, time is the party. So what we want to do now is I'm going to hand over a deal. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going to guess that if I give him... Yeah, he won't will that. good thing I picked up something else for him, so I'm going to go ahead and give him... I'll give him a gauntlet. So I picked that up for him. Let's see what else can he wield. I know I... Oh, no, I did. There it is. Okay. I know he'll wield one of these, so there we go. It's crazy that, see, Cleo won't wield pointed hat, but she'll wield a headband. And Camille will wield a pointed hat. I don't understand such nonsense. They're both females. But the way they've designed it is the way that it is. So, you know, and I'm just going to go ahead and give him this. I know we're going to pick up at least another something or other here. So I could go ahead and give up the tunic for something else. But I'm not going to give up the headband. No, we don't need it anyway. We can always buy tunics. That's the good thing about this. Now, as well, you want to go ahead and get this treasure chest. If you don't, well, then you're going to miss out. It's very important that we get it. It's a Mega Medicine, even though that's what I just got through stocking up on. I'm not going to give up that tunic because it belonged to someone else that we had to, unfortunately, give up for that reason only. So I'm going to give it to her, even though that she has drop some kindness. I want to make sure that everybody's well stocked up here on medicine. So, because as well, and giant slugs. Now, the boss in this dungeon, you might as well know you need to be at least level 16 or 20. I think 21 somewhere anyway. Anyway, between there. So, being at the low level that we are, ain't gonna fly. So we're also if we have plenty of them, we should be able to at least, yes, that he needed to level up anyway. Which is good. And even though his weapon needs to be upgraded, but I'm not worried about it. I'll eventually worry about it. But the reason why you don't want to get out of here is for a different reason. Especially if you're trying to 100% the game. So, I mean, you could do it, not going to hurt anything, but, you know, at least that way you can actually, if you've leveled up, you can actually take the chance and, you know, release another spell or two that gets unlocked at certain levels, whatever. But that's if you go back and go heal up. Toe shoes. Now, what I'm going to do with that is, you might be wondering. Well, I'm actually going to hand that over. I mean, I could give it to him and then put it back on Killer, but there's a reason why you want toe shoes. Well, it doesn't really matter for now, but that's also, it's part of the 100% of the game, but that's neither here nor there. Toe shoes are pretty good, but since there's only one, we're only going to worry about that. So once we get the next piece of equipment, I'm giving it to him and for Tai-Ho. So, you know, and yes, we will be finding quite a few enemies we can't run from. I actually could use bribe and try to get on with it, but I'd rather not, because we need to be at least level 16 to get through here. That guy's going to hit us quite a bit from the back as well. It's much like those slasher rabbits and killer rabbits. They always have to attack the party members in the back. There's also other enemies that do that too. You know. Which, that enemy, these kind of enemies don't continue on into the next game. There's only one enemy I know of that does it, or a couple of them that actually does it. But anyway. There we go. Nice. Now, even though everybody but me is at level 14, so I mean the main leading protagonist character, whatever. Character. Which I always thought protagonist meant, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The bad guy? I'm not sure. Another word for villain. I hate that they can hit so freaking hard, but even though they're doing a little bit of damage to me, they're doing even more damage to other characters. That makes absolute to no sense. Anyway. Antitoxin, completely useless. Except for, you know, it's useful, but we can always get it later. I'm not even worried about it. So, I'm just gonna run through here. There's also a ruin that we should get. Not that it really matters, but it does to me because I always like to get it, even though otherwise I'd miss out on it. And then there's ghost armor by itself. So that is a thing, you know. And I've noticed that, I mean, it didn't used to give me problems before, but now it's starting to give me problems even though I've had fast speed on. So yeah, that is a big to-doings with this. So before I heal up and everything, I'm just not going to bother with it. I think this is going to... Gannies, or Ganis, whatever. Those things can, well, sometimes hit you with stuff that you would use antitoxin for, but otherwise, it's completely not... It's not really worth it to use up. It'd be a waste to even have in your party. I don't think the boss does it, but if it does, it's very rare. Actually, even more rare than those guys do it. So... especially those bees or whatever. Power room piece acquired. So, but I left Tai-Ho open. I almost forgot his name, but anyway. And of course, we have to fight these guys again. There we go. That's good because that means if he could do it, he would have been able to poison the main character, which is not good. You know, even though that most of the time, you know, some of these characters will step in and, you know, try and protect the young master. Which doesn't really happen in any other game that I know of. There's the next piece of equipment that we actually need. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that and get rid of the headband because we can always buy that later. I mean, I guess I could have given it up to Cleo, but I never thought about it. But the good thing I went ahead and bought one for her because she didn't have one, I don't think, or I don't know, either way, it doesn't really matter. There you go. Give that up. I think we got plenty of medicine for now. There's more medicine, that's good, because we're going to need the hell out of that. You know, there's nothing wrong with being more prepared than you should be, I guess. Because probably going to wind up using this stuff. Okay, so we need to level up. And then I guess we'll take on the boss here in the next episode or whatever. Or we could just try it at level 15 and see what happens, but I don't think it's going to be anything different. So I believe the next thing would be what's coming up is not going to be the last trigger. I think we may have missed it, I'm not sure. Okay. Unlike Final Fantasy VII, which makes no sense because there's integrals in the game that only lasts in the beginning of the game, where if you get to certain points, you can actually, you know, use it to gain more HP or whatever, and it'll automatically refill you up. Well, that's about it. Which makes absolutely no sense. There we go. Finally, 16. Everybody but Victor and Camille and Tai-Ho are level, you know, the ones that are lower level than me, and you know, there we go. Let's go ahead and fight these guys. No point in healing up till after we get up to there. Come on, man, seriously. See, even though it won't let you automatically hit the guy in the back, except for those who have, they can do it from any order, which Cleo can hit ones in the back, but they will automatically hit them if there's no enemies in the back. I've never really thought about it, but yeah. Okay, I do not want this armor, so I'm going to give it up. And we're only going to need one, so we're going to get rid of that. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need it. Just takes up room. So yeah, I would recommend that you save here. Oh yeah. And we're going to try and level up to 16, so for everybody, so that shouldn't be a problem. And we're going to also save state here. We're going to need to heal up before we go up against the boss. We still have plenty of right there. Okay, so okay, Danny's, you can look down. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and take it on in the next episode. But yeah, all right. Come on, man. Seriously, just go down. It takes quite a bit to do this because we're doing quite a bit here. So it took quite a bit of a segment trying to get to the gambling portion of this. I mean, sheesh. So, yes, this point here. Okay, every chance I want to get before I get up to the boss, I want to do this. I mean, if there was a let go already, I might have decided, well, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. Just, you know, for whatever reason. Yep, and we got another medicine. Everybody's at 16, that's good. It's hard to do, so hang on with me. Bear with me here. There we go. Hazy Crystal. Overloaded. Don't give up. So I'm going to give up my antitoxin for that. And we can let go now. We should be okay. Now we're going to get this. I don't remember the Hazy Crystal being down there. What I do remember is that I remember the crystal we got to get here that's actually kind of more important than the Hazy Crystal is something that I normally go ahead and go back and put on him. Anyway. Yep. Wind Crystal. You know what? Don't give up. Yeah, I'm going to give it up over this. I mean, come on, man. We can get more pots later. I don't care about those. Because as good as they are and everything, it's just, most places you'll find them anyway. So, mostly in some treasure chests, you know, dropping by into, enemies, or drop them, whatever. I don't remember which ones do it. So what we want to do now is we actually want to heal up. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and heal up here. Get ready to... Yeah. We'll go ahead and use up this, and this, and this. I didn't mean to do that on her, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I like to use it there. So, okay. Yep. So, anyway, this is about where we shall leave it. And, yeah. In the next episode, we'll be taking on the boss. Oh, yeah. So, be prepared. Until then, later.